Welcome back to the Black and Gold Report. Here's the preview of women's soccer. Welcome to the show, Coach.
Thank you.
Now, the Braves are coming off a pretty impressive 11-5-3 season last year, and graduation wasn't too unkind to you. So what are some of the areas that you focused on in the offseason, and what do you expect your strengths to be in 2015?
Well, based on what I've seen in preseason camp so far, I think depth is clearly going to be one of our strengths. College soccer is set up for you to have depth. We talk about our 15 starters. Sure, when the game kicks off, there are 11 players on each team, but with a rather generous in comparison to FIFA rules, college substitution rules. Really, you need 4 or 5 players that can come off the bench that can play significant minutes, 40, 45 minutes for you, and that are players of a quality where your standard does not drop off. And I really feel very confident that we have, for the first time in a couple of years now, created a very deep bench and a very deep rotation, particularly in the midfield and forward positions where we maybe have been lacking a little bit of depth in the last 2 or 3 years, really since our last trip to the NCAA tournament. So I'm very excited about that. And I think we've raised our overall level of athleticism. I'm extremely excited about the roster we have, and I like the number 21. I'm known for, I think, keeping a rather small roster. I have had rosters of 17, 18 in 2010 when we were in the second round of the NCAA. So we started the season with 18 players and marched all the way to the NCAA tournament with that number. But I'm very happy with the 21 players that we have, and like I said, particularly our depth.
Speaking about your team, it is very young and features 15 freshmen and sophomores, but you seem to be pretty comfortable with the talent that you've added.
Oh, absolutely. I think college sports, not just soccer, but college sports are, these days, you're expecting freshmen and sophomores to come in and play. I think there was a time when you came to college and, your first year you kind of got used to college life and college athletics, and, the whole setup was that if you were playing your junior and senior year, it'd have been a good career. That's not the way college sports are set up anymore. We expect freshmen and sophomores to come in and contribute not only on the pitch, but in the classroom and in leadership roles. And we certainly have several new players, freshmen and some transfer sophomores, that will make an immediate impact on our team. And I'm very comfortable with that. That doesn't bother me in the least.
Your team will be led by a class of just 3 seniors. So what role will leadership play into the successes of the 2015 campaign?
Well, when you look at our seniors, we have 3 seniors and 1. Cassie is a transfer, so she's new to our program. But we will lean very heavily on Janae and Rayshana. Both have been with the program for 3 years. Both are standout players. And they know what our program is about. They know what our conference is about. They know the demands of the Peach Belt. They know the demands of Division II soccer. They know what's expected of them. They've proven in the past that they can handle pressure. They're good team leaders. Rayshana is a captain this year. We will rely on them quite a bit, and I'm very comfortable with the 2 of them leading this team, along with the other 2 captains, which are Amber Watkins and Courtney Crump.
And we ask you this question all the time, but as always, you have a full slate of Peach Belt Conference games this season, but a pretty solid non-conference schedule as well. It looks like this schedule should give you some help when it comes to preseason selection time.
Yeah, I think there are 2 schools of thought there. You either bank on the Peach Belt being strong enough and potentially winning the Peach Belt tournament, which obviously gives you an automatic bid to the NCAAs. In our previous trips to the NCAA tournament, we have never gotten an automatic bid. We've always made it based on our strength of schedule and obviously as an at-large. I believe in, if you want to play with the best, you have to challenge yourself from the get-go. I mean, we start the season with Emory and Riddle, which lost in the semifinals of the NEA National Tournament, and then we play Adelphi 2 days later, which were ranked as high, I believe, as 6 last year. So we're going to find out right from the get-go where we're at. We have several other very good non-conference opponents. Wingate, I think they've been in the NCAAs the last 2 or 3 years. Always a great rivalry. So I'm excited about, obviously, the Peach Belt schedule. We know what the Peach Belt brings. It's my opinion, it's the best conference year in and year out in Division II in the country. But yes, we do have a very challenging non-conference schedule. That's the way I like it, and I do believe that helps you when it comes to selection time. So that's done purposefully. Even though I don't do much of the scheduling anymore, my assistant coach Privatera does it. So if it doesn't work out, I guess, well, I'll blame Coach P. No, all kidding aside, I love the way the schedule sets up. I love a challenge, and I know my players do, and I think this is a schedule they're going to cherish.
Thank you for being on the show, Coach, and we look forward to talking to you later in the season.
Thank you. I look forward to it.
We're going to take our next commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to be talking to head volleyball coach Ellen McGill. So stay tuned.